Sharon Radio, delivering trusted business and financial intelligence. Good morning and welcome to Sharon Business Radio, the voice of the economy, bringing you the latest updates on business, finance, and market trends shaping Nigeria and the global economy. I am Billy Umogu, and here are the top business stories making the headlines this morning, July 22nd, 2026. The Nigerian exchange extended its bullish run as investors gained 307 billion naira in Tuesday's trading session. Market capitalization rose to 159 trillion naira, up from 158.8 trillion at the open. The NGX All Share Index also advanced by 0.19% to close at 246,659.56 basis points. The rally was driven by renewed buying interest in medium-cap stocks, particularly across the real estate, hospitality, healthcare, and industrial sectors. Market breadth remained positive, with 34 gainers outperforming 22 losers, reflecting broad-based investor participation. REIT and Thomas Watt Nigeria led the gainers, both rising by 9.86%. Ikeja Hotel, the Initiatives PLC, and Nemet Pharmaceutical also recorded notable gains. On the downside, FG142027S1 topped the losers chart, shedding 9.98%. Mercury Industries, HM Call PLC consolidated. Hallmark Holdings and Transnationwide Express also declined during the session, while major stocks like Seplat Energy, Presco, Julius Berger, Cadbury, and Nestle closed flat. Data indicates that investors are likely to remain cautiously optimistic, focusing on fundamentally strong stock ahead of upcoming corporate earnings, although some profit-taking may persist. This is also to guide you on knowing how to invest and where to invest. The Central Bank of Nigeria has retained its benchmark interest rate at 26.5%, citing rising inflation risk linked to renewed Middle East tensions and persistent food price pressures. CBN Governor Yemi Cardoso said the decision reflects a cautious approach to sustaining price stability, despite a slight easing in headline inflation to 15.91% in June. However, food inflation continues to rise, driven by supply changes and higher transport costs. The Apex Bank also maintained key policy parameters, including cash reserve ratios for banks, noting improved coordination with fiscal authorities, in cautioning the economy from external shocks. Meanwhile, Cardoso affirmed that the naira will remain market-driven and reiterated that lower domination coins are still legal tender, even as Nigeria gradually shifts towards digital payments. And on global markets, Wall Street rebounded strongly, snapping a three-day losing streak as technology stocks led the change. The S&P 500 gained 0.89% to close around 7,509 points, supported by a surge in semiconductor shares. This followed stronger export data from South Korea and Taiwan, helping to steady global investor confidence after recent volatility driven by artificial intelligence stocks. Meanwhile, oil prices climbed above the $90 mark, raising fresh concerns about inflation. Brent crude rose 2.26% to settle at $91.24 per barrel. The increase is linked to supply risk in the Middle East, including renewed tensions involving Houthi rebels Analysts warn this could complicate the U.S. Federal Reserve's interest rate outlook while placing additional pressure on oil importing economies, particularly in Latin America. In emerging markets, Brazil continues to attract strong investor interest as its high interest rate environment supports the local currency. The benchmark Selic rate stands at 14.25% even after gradual easing. This has helped keep the Brazilian real stable at around 5.07 to 5.09 per dollar, while encouraging foreign inflows into fixed income assets. And that's all we have for you on Sharon Business Radio today. For more updates on business, finance, and economy, follow our TikTok link and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Sharon Business Radio. I am Billy Unwogu. Thank you for listening. Join us tomorrow for another update.